Coming up on District Wire News, schools in Virginia are officially closed for the rest of the school year. We'll bring you the latest reactions. Also, communities come together to support one another in a food shortage. District Wire News starts now. Hello, and welcome to District Wire News. I'm Leona Dunn. Thanks for joining us. Because of the coronavirus, we are out of the studio for the next few weeks, but we plan to continue bringing you the latest news. As of yesterday, the DC Department of Health reported 21 new confirmed coronavirus cases, bringing the total up to 137. Mayor Muriel Bowser has yet to issue a shelter-in-place order. Bowser continues to encourage residents to follow CDC guidelines to prevent the spread of the virus. Virginia schools are officially out for the rest of the academic year. Governor Ralph Northam announced Monday that he is closing the state schools for the remainder of the school year to stop the spread of coronavirus. Molly Fazer reports from Virginia.
All K-12 schools in Virginia will remain closed throughout the rest of the school year to help limit the spread of COVID-19 in the state. Governor Ralph Northam made the announcement Monday during a press conference. Haley Gardner is a special ed teacher for the Virginia public school system and says she worries about how the decision will affect the students.
I think there's a lot of uncertainty, not only with staff, parents, families, but also with the students. For students whose safe haven is school, who really look forward to going to school to get away from whatever they're struggling with at home.
Deb Haas worries how she'll be able to teach her children from home.
How we're going to manage and successfully give our kids what we need to finish out the grade school year as parents and not teachers. We're really hoping that some streaming online education or classroom supplement comes through so that we can help them more in that regard.
Teachers and students were told by the superintendent not to speculate on how the rest of the semester will be handled, and it is unclear yet if school will be held online. For more on how students are handling being out of school, here is Alyssa Royster.
Thanks, Molly. Spring break is well over, yet there's not a student in sight. Due to the coronavirus, some states continue to extend their schools' closure, while others have already announced that they will be closed for the rest of the school year.
School parking lots look deserted and once-filled classrooms are now empty. One high school teacher says that along with making sure their students don't fall behind, they have one other goal when assigning homework.
Providing them with as much work to make sure they're not driving their parents crazy.
Due to schools closing, all classes have been moved online. Sixth grader Mika says she has mixed feelings about her virtual classes.
You get to sleep in a little later, but also I feel like you get very distracted really easily because there's other people in the house, they're talking everything, and you have distractions when you're at home, like you have your phone and everything, whereas when you're in regular school, you wouldn't have your phone.
As for a college student's feelings, she says she has been binging her favorite Netflix shows.
I just finished All American, so I'm moving on to On My Block.
Schools across the nation will remain closed to help stop the spread of the virus. For District Wire News, I'm Alyssa Royster.
The district continues to scale back the metro schedule in an effort to encourage residents to stay home. This week, all trains except the Red Line will operate every 15 to 20 minutes. The Red Line will operate every 15 minutes. Both the Smithsonian and Arlington Cemetery stations will remain closed to discourage annual visitors from coming to see the cherry blossoms. Metro is also discouraging all non-essential travel. Metro is currently waiving fare payments for Metro bus customers. Metro buses are running on a Sunday schedule at this time, and additionally, trying to enhance caution, they are implementing a rear door boarding policy, entering and exiting the bus by using the rear door at all times, and keeping distance from one another. Bus drivers also have the authority to bypass bus stops, allowing safe social distancing if there are too many people already on the bus. In the midst of a pandemic, grocery store workers are still on the front lines during this coronavirus outbreak. Taylor Audrey has more.
While most Americans are mandated to stay in their homes, many others are on the front line at local grocery stores and pharmacies. The demand for groceries is at its peak, and the workers are trying to assist the needs of the customers. Giant in Cathedral Heights was packed with customers, all trying to rush to stock up on food for their homes. Robert Everett works at Giant and says that the store has been busy for the last 2 weeks.
We don't even have enough employees to we stock the items, and the deliveries that we actually come in here fast enough for us to get a chance to restock. That's no problem. We just have to wait like a couple of days for it to arrive.
CVS Pharmacy wasn't as busy as Giant, with only one worker at the register. Kevin Norman isn't challenged by COVID-19's impact at the store. However, he is taking safety precautions.
Washing my hands, using a face mask, wearing gloves, and sanitizing my area.
Although many customers did not want to talk to District Wire News, they were very appreciative of the workers' effort. Taylor Ardrey, Washington, D.C.
COVID-19 is a global pandemic that's left thousands of people sick and without work. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan has shut down all non-essential buses in schools. Mariah Espinoza has more on what people are doing to help feed the community.
Without kids in school, the pressure for some parents to provide 3 meals a day is heavy. An emergency meal site is set up at Earl B. Wood Middle School where parents can bring their children to pick up breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Emergency meal site supervisor Aaron Kovach says it gives kids something to look forward to.
It's great. I mean, the ladies here, they don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here and choosing to serve their community. It's great for the kids to see familiar faces that they see throughout the school year. Kind of gives them a little bit of a normal day, when there's a lot of anxiety and maybe uncertainty on their part. So, I mean, my heart's just warm just being here.
Parents can either walk or drive up to the site where volunteers hand them however many meals they need. Each bag contains food that ranges from bagels to healthy snacks to sandwiches. Volunteer Lisa Nestor says it's a great feeling to get to know the community while providing them service.
Oh my gosh, we've made so many new friends, like people that, not that I know their names, but we just recognize their faces and they recognize ours. And yesterday we served 400. Friday we served 709, Thursday we sold 100 and something, so we've served a lot.
Now, despite the signs saying that they're going to stop serving meals on the 27th, that is not true. They will still be out here for how long this pandemic is set to last. For District Wire News, I'm Mariah Espinoza.
The stock market continues its turbulent journey with all three indexes up today. The S&P 500 is up nearly 8% today, and the Dow is up nearly 9%. The NASDAQ composite is also up almost 7%. This is one of the best days the stock market has seen in the last week. Coming up after the break, bars and restaurants adapt to the outbreak of coronavirus in the district. Stay tuned.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
As the novel coronavirus continues to spread in the United States, universities are doing their part to flatten the curve, leaving students to adapt to online curriculum. Sienna Bouchetti has more on how One Law campus is adjusting to social distancing.
Classrooms across the country have officially moved online, including Georgetown Law. On March 16th, both undergraduate and graduate classes at Georgetown University began virtual teaching. Law students who normally attend classes at the law campus just a mile north of Capitol Hill have been logging into networking software Zoom for class. The campus has effectively shut down, with no students allowed in the library, dorms, or other on-campus facilities. First-year student Shannon Twist said the change has been difficult.
Yeah, I've had kind of a tough time just kind of getting myself into work mode at home. So I've been falling behind for that reason.
After student petitions reached school officials, Georgetown Law announced a new grading system for the remainder of the semester. Under the new policy, students will have a limited period of time after their final grades are released to request a grade be changed to pass-fail. But Twist expressed concern over how a pass grade will look to future employers.
That's not the option that I was advocating for. I was advocating for a mandatory pass-fail because my concern is that if employers see our transcripts, they'll know that the P on our transcript means that we got a lower grade.
Though Twist feels grateful to have a solid Wi-Fi connection and a good study environment at home, she worries about how the grading policy will affect others without those advantages.
Like, if I do better than my classmates who have a sick relative or who, don't have good internet access or something like that, it's not because I'm a better student. It's just because they had to deal with this difficult situation.
Georgetown law classes will be online for the rest of the semester. Sayana Bichetti, Washington.
The Senate has not yet come to a decision in negotiations over a coronavirus bill. Yesterday, Senate Democrats rejected a bill that would place $2 trillion back into the economy to combat the coronavirus. But Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says an agreement should be reached soon. As a result of Americans staying home during this pandemic, gas prices have shifted. Our Kayla Clark has more.
Negativity continues to move across the United States as COVID-19 grows.
Despite the quarantine, gas prices, however, seem to be dropping.
From $2.70 for a tank of gas, many gas stations in the area have dropped to $2.26. With the slight decrease in gas, continuing to wear gloves is a must as items like fuel pump handles collect germs. In a study conducted by Kimberly-Clark Corporation, 71% of gas pump handles are highly contaminated with microbes associated with illnesses and diseases. Unfortunately, people made sure to socially distance themselves from others. Therefore, no one decided to speak at this time. Remaining safe and practicing safety habits can limit the spread of the disease. I am Kayla Clark, District Wire News. Our Courtney Jacob has more on restaurants in the area. Courtney?
Thanks, Kayla. Restaurants in Prince George's County have made several changes since the coronavirus. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan announced last week that all restaurants were to be closed down. Instead of big crowds inside, all have shifted to carry-out, delivery, or pickup only. The Crafty Crab restaurant has lost a lot of sales since the announcement by Hogan. Crafty Crab manager Hal Lin says that they have to keep pushing despite this.
Not much people want to come out eating, and of course it's a seafood restaurant, so people want to dine in most of the time. That's why now I say we lost a lot of sales and customers.
Other restaurants have used this pandemic to help families. Chesapeake Grill and Deli manager Jake Anderson says they have started care packages.
One thing that we're doing now is we created these family packages. We created about 7 or 8 of them. They're different kinds of food. So now they can order a whole meal for their family and we can get it delivered directly to their house or they can pick it up.
Although this epidemic has brought change, restaurants are still open for business to keep customers full and satisfied. For District Wire News, I'm Courtney Jacobs.
That's it for District Wire News. I'm Leona Dunn. Thanks for joining us. Join us again next week for more updates on how the coronavirus affects our communities. See you then.